गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा श्रील प्रभुपादा Jam Vishnupada Pravansa Parivajikacharya Stotra Shatastri Divine Grace S. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Jam Vishnupada Pravansa Parivajikacharya Stotra Shatastri Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnu Vrinda ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. Grandraj Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskritya Naram chaiva narottamam Devim saraswatim vyasam Tato jayamudiraye. Hare Krishna. We are reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 22. Bali Maharaja surrenders his life. Today, text number 4. Pumsham slagyatamam manye Dandam arhatamarpitam Yam namata pita bratha Suhrudaschadishantihi Pumsham slagyatamam manye Dandam arhatamarpitam Yam namata pita bratha Suhrudaschadishantihi Pumsham slagyatamam manye Dandam arhatamarpitam Yam namatha pita bhrata Suhrudaschadishantihi. Pumsham slagyatamam manye Suhrudaschadishantihi. Pumsham slagyatamam manye Dandam arhatamarpitam Pumsham slagyatamam manye Dandam pitam Anyamata pita bhrata Suhrudaschadishantihi. Vaishnavis. Pumsham shlagyatamam manye Dandam arhatamarpitam Yam namata pita bhrata Suhrudaschadishantihi. Pumsham slagyatamam manye Dandam arhatamarpitam Yam namata pita bhrata Suhrudaschadishantihi. Pumsham slagyatamam manye Dandam arhatam arpitam. Suhrudaschadi santihi pumsyam of men. Slagyatamam, the most exalted. Manye, I consider. Dandam, punishment. Arhatamarpitam, given by you, the Supreme Worshipable Lord. Yam, which, na, neither, mata, mother, pita, father, bhrata, brother, suhrudaha, friends, cha, also, adishanti, offer, he, indeed. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation. Although a father, mother, brother or friend may sometimes punish one as a well-wisher, they never punish their subordinates like this. But because you are the most worshipable Lord, I regard the punishment you have given me as most exalted. Purport. Punishment meted out by the Supreme Personality of Godhead is accepted by the devotee as the greatest mercy. Tattenu kampam susamikshamano bhunjana evatma krutam vipakam rudbhagva purbi vidadan namaste jivetayo muktipade sadhaya bhak. One who seeks your compassion and thus tolerates all kinds of adverse conditions due to the karma of his past deeds, who engages always in your devotional service with his mind, words, and body, and who always offers obeisances to you, is certainly a bona fide candidate for liberation. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, 10th canto, 14th chapter, verse number 8. A devotee knows that so-called punishment by the Supreme Personality of Godhead is only his favor to correct his devotee and bring him to the right path. Therefore, the punishment awarded by the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be compared to even the greatest benefit awarded by one's material father, mother, brother, or friend. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadhvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I seek blessings from all of you and Narayani Mataji to speak on Śrīmad Bhāgavatam for the glorification of Krishna and all the devotees. So this particular pastime is very interesting to see how Lord takes different incarnations to, as he promised in the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam first canto, we hear Etecham Sakala Pumsham Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. And why he appeared? Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mrudhyanti Yuge Yuge. To annihilate the demons and who are inimical to Indra. But in this particular pastime, if you carefully observe, who is the actual benefactor? Bali Maharaj is the actual benefactor. Whereas to Indra, he just offered dharma, artha and kama. But to Bali Maharaj, he gave himself. He gave his lotus feet. That's why it's very special pastime. And particularly this verse talking about the punishment. Many times punishment means suffering for us. Correct? And many works we do out of fear of punishment. Children go to school, of course. In Australia it's a different issue though. They go to school for playing. At home they cannot play much. But generally we go to school out of fear. Mother will punish me if I don't. My mother used to beat me also. I don't want to go to school. So many things we do out of fear of punishment. But as the sadhakas, as we progressing, our fear should turn to love. Whatever activities we perform, that should turn to love. As long as it doesn't turn to love, that we are doing some mistake. Whereas outside world, many people go to temple, church or mass. It's not that they love Jesus Christ or Allah or all the demigods. They go to particular demigod or particular temple out of fear. If I don't go, if I don't offer obeisances, if I don't worship particular personality, they may punish me. They may give suffering. Many times what happens when we become devotees, our past, whoever we were worshipping as Kula Devata or particular demigod, if we discontinue worshipping them, if any incident happen in our life, immediately our relatives or friends say, see, you stopped worshipping this particular personality, he become angry at you and he punishing you. Krishna is not that kind of God. We don't go to him out of fear. Even going with fear, one gets purified. He develops love for him. And Krishna awards that love for him. It's a greatness. And what are the different places in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Krishna gave punishments to his devotees? One is Bali Maharaj. Narasimhadev, he punished Hiranyakashipu. Bhishma Pitamaha. Yeah, but actually it's not punishment. He gave, yes, he helped to kill Bhishma, but Lord himself went, isn't it, in front of Bhishma Dev when he's passing away? Yes? Kaliya? Yeah. Krishna chastised Kaliya, right? In that particular pastime, if you carefully observe, unlike other demons, Kaliya, because of that poisonous water, because Kaliya was staying in that particular Yamuna lake and he was emanating so much poison. By drinking that water, that particular day, it was in summer. That morning, Balaram didn't go with all the cowherd boys and Krishna. Only Krishna and cowherd boys, calves, they all went to the forest. And at same time, all the cows, boys, and everyone felt so thirsty and they went. It's not that first person went, he drank some water and he passed away, then others felt. No, all of them at a time went, at a time they drank, and everyone become unconscious drinking that poisonous water. When Krishna goes, he saw, and Acharya's mentioned, he was actually in tears. From the tears gliding, he revived all the boys and cows. And then Krishna, out of anger, he wanted to chastise Kaliya. And he jumped in the water. He jumped in the water as if when he jumped, it's like a big mountain dropped in the Yamuna lake. And the water splashed like 100 yojanas. So big. And Kaliya, how did Kaliya receive Krishna? He felt very angry. He felt very angry. But on one side, Kaliya was thinking, who is this beautiful boy? Looking so nice, decorated, whose son is? But out of his natural enmity and envy as a snake, he was not ready to accept Krishna as a beautiful boy, and he didn't welcome. Rather, he started biting Krishna, fighting with Krishna, and he put under his coils. But how did Krishna punish Kaliya? Just dancing on his hoods. He didn't use any weapons. Yeah? He didn't use any weapons. He has thousands of hoods. Kaliya has thousands of hoods. In that, 100 are very poisonous. And he's just dancing on Kaliya, and he brought all the poison from Kaliya's mouth. And after that, Kaliya's wives, Nagapatnis, they came and offer obeisances and offering prayers. They say, my dear Lord, what sort of person is my husband? We never knew that he performed any pious activities, at least in this life. We don't know about what he has performed in his past lives. But your chastisement is actually a benediction to him. Your lotus feet touched on his head. And even Mother Lakshmi does so many austerities to get this mercy to your lotus feet. But she didn't get that mercy, but our husband who is envious, he got that. He got that. So that's why Krishna's punishment is also sweet. And it's beneficial for the devotee. It's beneficial for the devotee. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells, 9th chapter, Sammoham sarvabhuteshu named dveshasti na priya. So he is equal to everyone. Sammoham sarvabhuteshu. Sarvabhuta, not just human beings, everyone he is equal. Named dveshasti na priya. In general, punishment we give out of, enmity or anger. And here in this verse it's mentioned out of well-wishing for somebody to correct them. So whatever Krishna does is sweet. In the Madhurashtakam, Vallabhacharya, he says, his trampling is also sweet, his protection also sweet. Both. His trampling is also sweet. We see here, Kaliya, he was chastising him, he was nearly dead. But that is sweet. And after that, that's so interesting pastime. Krishna tells, you get out from here. You get out from here. When Krishna tells something like that, you go out of, it's actually painful. You made me devotee now. After Kaliya regained his consciousness, he offered very nice prayers to Krishna. But still, although he became devotee, he understood everything, I made a mistake. Still Krishna said, no, you go. Why? Yeah, that's one way. Krishna send Kaliya away so that Kaliya can go other place and start speaking this pastime, glories of Krishna. So he gave opportunity. So whenever Krishna punished us and we developed our love for Krishna little bit more, so we go and speak that to others, glorify Krishna in whatever situation, wherever we are. And where else Krishna punished? Nalakuvera and Manigriva, they were punished by the devotee. Krishna released them. Nalakuvera and Manigriva. See, even devotee's punishment is also benediction for the devotee. Because they get to see Krishna and they develop love for Krishna. In the purport to this particular verse, Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he comments, he says that though mothers and others are praiseworthy for being benefactors in this world, those who punish to give spiritual benefit are millions of times more affectionate to a person. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying, those who punish a person for the spiritual benefit are million times more beneficial than others who punish them for their material benefit. Why? Yeah, they learn spiritual lesson and they go closer to Krishna. So that's what we see in the pastime of Manigrava and Nalakuvera. They went closer to Krishna. In Kaliya pastime also Krishna chastised. He went closer to Krishna. So like that so many pastimes. Narasimhadev killed Hiranyakashipu. He went closer. So whatever Krishna does is good. So even a little suffering we get in our life, but as long as we don't deviate from our spiritual practices, that's good. That's good. That takes us closer to Krishna. That's why Srila Prabhupada mentioned this particular verse. What verse Prabhupada mentioned in the purport? Tattenu kampam susamikshamanina. So devotee he will tolerate any suffering comes in his life. He tolerates. Tolerates how? What is the thinking? What's the consciousness in which he tolerates those sufferings? I supposed to get more suffering, but out of Krishna's causeless mercy, that was reduced and given me a token of suffering. And when he gets anything in his favor, how the devotee thinks? I was not worthy to get, but Krishna, out of his kindness, he offered me this. So that's a very beneficial attitude we want to develop in Krishna consciousness. Suffering is going to come, for sure. So what are the main sufferings are going to come? Old age, disease and death, they are going to come. And there are the other three sufferings, Adhyatmika, Adibhautik, Adidaivik. We cannot able to avoid them. Today is 41 degree. Can we avoid? You can mitigate it. Staying at home, put the air condition. If you're lucky, you can just stay in the temple room, so cooling, soothing also. So that much we can do, but we cannot avoid, we cannot change. But only thing we can change, our consciousness, how we accept it. Small children, without having proper knowledge, when they go to a doctor, when the doctor giving an injection, they feel very much pained. They dance like anything. They want to escape, cry, everything. But same person, when he grew, when he got disease, he goes to doctor. If doctor is not giving an injection or some fluids, he says, doctor, why are you giving me only tablets? Give me injection. What made the difference? Consciousness. If a person with proper consciousness, he want to get purified, he actually asks, I'm okay to take this suffering, but purify me. Take me further, closer to you. So that's what we want to develop. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita also we see many places Mahaprabhu punished. Whom did Mahaprabhu punish? Jagai Madai, yes. Then what's the result? They become devotees. Who else? Mukunda. Yes, Mukunda. What Mukunda was doing? Mukunda was just associating with Mayavadis and others. Mahaprabhu felt very angry. And he said, I banish him. do not allow him to see me. And the Mahaprakash time, devotees all went, Mukunda is just waiting for your darshan. Please allow him to take your darshan. Mahaprabhu said, I will not allow him. But they pleaded, and finally Mahaprabhu said, he will see me after millions of lifetimes. And they went and told Mukunda. Mukunda was so happy. Oh, I am able to see Mahaprabhu after million lifetimes. He was very happy. And then they informed Mahaprabhu, this is what Mukunda's reaction. He said, okay, get him in. Get him in. Who else Mahaprabhu punished? Jagadananda Pandit, because he was instructing Sanatana Goswami. You go. And then Mahaprabhu felt angry at Jagadananda. Jagadananda, what are you doing? Are you fit to instruct Sanatana Goswami? Who else Mahaprabhu punished? Huh? Yeah, what's his name? His Mahaprabhu's servant. Kale Krishnadas. Because he was captured by the Bhattataris. So Mahaprabhu pulled him back with a shika. Advaita-Acharya, did he got punished by Mahaprabhu? Yeah? So Mahaprabhu was regarding Advaita-Acharya as his guru, and he was offering obeisances. Advaita-Acharya didn't like that. So he devised a plan. He is my master, but he is offering respects to me. I don't want that. So Advaita-Acharya, what he did? He was associating with thus, and he started speaking on jnana. He was glorifying. He was telling, jnana is superior than bhakti. And Nityananda Prabhu and Mahaprabhu were coming close to Advaita-Acharya's house. And he was even loudly telling, jnana is superior to bhakti. Mahaprabhu came and he held off his hand and he asked, which is superior? He said, obviously jnana. And Mahaprabhu started beating him like anything. And Advaita-Acharya was very happy. On the side, Haridas Thakur was there. Haridas Thakur couldn't understand what's happening. And he was in, fear. He was with joint palms shaking and he was just chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And on the other side, Sita Thakurani, she was pleading, please stop, he's an old Brahmana, don't beat him, he will die. And finally, Advaita-Acharya was so happy and he was jumping up and down. Now my mission is successful. You accepted me as my servant, as your servant, and you punished me. Advaita-Acharya was very happy. See, punishing means whom we will punish other than enemy. Those who consider ours, and if we want to rectify that person, you punish your children, you give some punishment to rectify them as a well-wisher. So if Krishna is giving punishment at all, that means it's a great fortune. It's a great fortune that Krishna considered that particular person as his own, as his own. Advaita-Acharya's one of the close associates, what's his name? It comes in Adi chapter 12. I forgot. Kamalakanta Vishwas. Kamalakanta Vishwas. There's a close associate of Advaita-Acharya. So once what happened, Advaita-Acharya has a 300 rupee debt. Kamalakanta Das, he wrote a letter to King Prataparudra saying that Advaita-Acharya is Mahavishnu himself, Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he has $300 debt. You please liquidate it. And somehow that letter reached to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very angry at Kamalakanta. And he said, don't allow this Mayavadi in front of me. Advaita-acharya came to know that. And he was very happy. He was very happy and his servant. See, Mahaprabhu accepted you. And this person is feeling very morose. I'm not able to see Mahaprabhu. He was telling, no. He narrated his pastime, how he made Mahaprabhu get angry at him, how he was telling Jnana is superior to Bhakti. And he told, and finally, both went to Mahaprabhu. And Advaita was telling, what is this? You cheated me in 2 ways. You did not accept me, rather you accepted my servant. And then Mahaprabhu laughing, he says, that's okay. But he chastises him. He says, what is this? You are doing rasabhas. You established Advaita-acharya as Supreme Personality of Godhead. And on the other hand, you made him a pauper. Who is a Lakshmipati, you made him a pauper. So it's not good. You don't do this. So like that. And who else got punishment in Chaitanya Charitamrita? Raghunath Das Goswami. It's a sweet punishment though. Raghunath Das Goswami, he wanted to associate with Mahaprabhu. And he tried so many times. His parents were taking him back to house. And finally he met Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu said, don't do all this, time will come, you will come and associate with me. And then he continued his normal life. One day he came to know that Sri Nityananda Prabhu was visiting Panihatigram. And he goes to Panihatigram. From very far distance, he offered obeisances to Nityananda Prabhu. One of the associates of Nityananda Prabhu pointed to Nityananda Prabhu that here is Raghunath. He is offering obeisances from far. And immediately Nityananda Prabhu says, catch him, that thief. Catch him. And they all go catch Raghunath Das, brought him to Nityananda Prabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu is always jovial. Nityananda Prabhu is always jovial, and all his associates also like that. All his associates, sometimes they go to Ganges to swim, they catch crocodile and they fight with crocodile. They slap a crocodile and they swim with crocodiles, like that. The cowherd boys, how they always funny, Nityananda Prabhu's associates also like that. So Nityananda Prabhu caught hold of Raghunath and he put his own lotus feet on Raghunath Thakur's head and he blessed. And then he punished, you are a thief. You have so much money. You should feed all my associates with Chida Dahi. So that's the festival we celebrate every Snanayatra time. So like that. So punishment in Krishna consciousness by the Supreme Lord is good. And what about devotees? We have to be very mindful. We have to be very mindful that as long as you are not authority to chastise even, that's not good. Only an authorized person can correct, not to chastise even. There is a proper way we need to develop those dealings. And here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada at the end he mentions, therefore the punishment awarded by the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be compared even the greatest benefit awarded by one's material father, mother, brother or friend. In the Bhagavad Gita also we see in the demoniac and divine and demoniac natures, that chapter, Krishna tells those who are demoniac in nature, how does Krishna punish them? Yeah, he put them into the animalistic life, animal form, or even lower than that.
by doing that, he is actually acting as a benefactor so that they don't commit more mistakes, more aparadha that will not help them to progress. Rather, he put them down so that they won't commit that offense again. So in that way also, whatever he does is good. Whatever Krishna does is good. And in our sadhana bhakti, we have to come to that standard of understanding. Whatever Krishna does, whatever my spiritual master instruct me, that is my good. If we may have some desire to do particular service or to go and reside in holy dham, but spiritual master said, no, it's not good for you, you stay here only, you do this service only. So it's eventually good for us. We learn a lesson in that. So it takes us closer to Krishna. So like Bali Maharaj, in the previous verse, he mentioned why he offered a third step to Vamanadev. It's not out of punishment, out of fear. I lose my reputation. That in future people will say, I cheated Brahmana boy, Brahmachari. So I don't want to get that. But the inner consciousness of Bali Maharaj was, the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself came begging charity. He is Lakshmipati. I should offer completely myself. So that's his inner consciousness. So we also need to develop somehow or other how I can give complete myself to Krishna, 100%. So we need to make plans for that. Yes, we have material responsibilities, we have to raise our families, we have social responsibilities. In spite of all this, we need to make a plan. How can I completely surrender to Krishna? Karmana manasa vacha, in my work, in my heart, in my words, how can I completely dedicate myself to Krishna? So that's why all these pastimes are there to help us to go deeper and deeper in our Krishna consciousness. And how can we develop Krishna consciousness so that we don't forget Krishna 24/7? That's the goal of sadhana bhakti, right? Smartavyam satatam Vishnu, vismartavyam na jatuchit. So all the rules and regulations are there for only these two things. So it's very instructive pastime for us to go deeper and deeper in our sadhana bhakti, to surrender more to Krishna. Okay, I'll stop here. If you have any questions or comments, please. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Mike.
Nice class. I've got a question. Hare Krishna. Sometime we get troubles in our life in terms of physical problems and financial problem, and so how do we understand that? Is that Krishna punishing me, or is it because of my karma in this lifetime and also from previous lifetimes? Like how can we get in consciousness, okay, this is given by Krishna and I need to rectify in my sadhana and also take it in a positive way. So how do we get that?
So how to understand whether particular situation, maybe physical ailment or job problem, financial problem, given by karma or given by Krishna. So if that particular problem brought us close to Krishna, you can understand that's arrangement by the Lord Himself. Because any situation that Krishna creates in one's life, He will make sure He gives Himself in the form of taste, to chant the holy names, in the form of service. So He brings us closer to Him. But if particular thing is disturbing us and not able to help us to progress in Krishna consciousness, so you can take it as karma. Yeah. It's as simple. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for the nice class. Prabhu, you were talking about punishment. So I wanted to ask, like, in this material world, when we see someone going through punishment, how do we take it? Do we take as Krishna punishing them, or should we be compassionate to them and protect them? Like we see in the pastime when when Krishna was instructing to kill Ashwatthama, Arjuna wasn't being compassionate. So.
Yeah, we need to know when to show compassion and when to show sympathy, and when to not to show compassion. So if somebody is killing someone else, or a notorious criminal, on such people we don't show compassion. Like in the Prahlad Maharaj prayers, he offers a prayer that even the sadhu feels happy when snake and scorpions are killed. So if such persons or such kind of situations, we don't have to show compassion, but we can pray for them for their further progress in their Krishna conscious journey. But in general, when we see somebody is going through suffering, we don't just say, it's just because of your karma you are getting this particular suffering. Rather, we show compassion to them, and it's like somebody is going through particular disease or some ailment. You refer to a doctor who can help that person, and you know so-and-so doctor is very expert, he can help him. Similarly, and who can help a person to get out of suffering other than Krishna and his devotees? Is there anyone? No. Is there any process other than bhakti that can help a person to get immediate relief? No. One of the 6 characteristics of pure devotional service is, first one is, it's always Shubhada. It brings auspiciousness to that person. And it puts full stop to the miseries. So there is no alternative. And how does bhakti helps a person to get out of miserable condition, suffering? How does bhakti helps a person come out of suffering? Yeah, it purifies the heart. It gives strength. Yeah, it gives knowledge to come out. Yeah, that is there. Knowledge automatically comes through bhakti. Yeah, it reduces, it not just reduces, it eliminates completely. All the karma, vikarma, kutam, bijam, phalonmukam, everything is gone. Just mere chanting of holy names puts a complete full stop to suffering. And what to speak if one chanting with pure intention? That's what Haridas Thakur says when he was conversing in the Majumdar's house with that what's his name? Gopal Chakravarti. Haridas Thakur, all the devotees said, holy name brings liberation. Haridas Thakur said, mere glimpse of holy name is enough for liberation. It gives prema. And then this particular gentleman, Gopal Chakravarti, he said, no, you are just a sentimentalist. And then Haridas Thakur says, when the slightest ray of sunlight comes, all the thieves and rogues, everyone run away. So similarly, when we chant, even Namabhas brings greatest relief to humanity, greatest relief in one's life. And what to speak of chanting Shuddhanam, one gets love. So that's why chanting is very important. Knowingly, unknowingly, when somebody hears, that's relief to their miserable condition. Thank you. Thank you very much. Grandhara Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki, Antakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.